It's always appreciative to have another day in this universe, in this earth, this planet, and to just appreciate that, throughout the day as you think and have those moments to yourself and just appreciate, your health, your well-being, you know, your sanity, for those who have got somewhat grip on that. The mental, it could dominate. It could dominate. It takes a lot of energy to process and to understand your moods, your thoughts, your body language, your biorhythms, a multitude of different adjectives that you can use to describe your overall makeup for that day. You know, some people have a bop all through the day. Some people, let's face it, they have some type of stimulants or however they do. You know what I mean? So to get a little pep. So that helps them, get through what they need to get through. So at the end of the day, you can't really, judge anyone who has to, medicate themselves to, function on all cylinders, so to speak. So, can you imagine, let's say you read the Holy Bible, whichever version, but, the age of some of these men and women, their life, living up to 600 years and stuff like that. Whether you find that hard to believe or not, I, for one, think, I think it's possible. Why not think it? For the legacy that some of these men and women had laid out to this world, based on what your beliefs are, your faith. So, you just think about that, and you just got to process. You just got to process who you really are. Not really, in depth, but just for, stretch moments here and there, just to see where your vibe is. You know what I mean? Because some people can just go, the emotions can go like whiplash, just like that. Snap. You never know. Man, we don't know how severe it could be. It could be mild. We don't know how it's triggered. How, what escalates it. How far is it going to be? Is it safe? Are you safe? Or is it, trying to keep the person safe as possible? So all dynamics come into play when you're dealing with that, the mental state. And so it's an interesting, complex puzzle of science and human nature, and like I said, the whole thing, the brain, the functions, a lot of things. So I say all that to say this: it's good to have your health each day that you wake up, and you can get by on how you get by. So you have to be thankful for that, and you have to be grateful, I think, and stay prayed up. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of traps and pitfalls that you can encounter, as you know. Satan is always there. He's always lurking. He's always in your head as well. So, so your conscience, he's playing. He's, giving you mind jabs and daggers here and there to see how manipulative he can get. So it's crazy, man, when you think about it. So that's why I said to fold it and wrap it up that, your own choices of vices and how you medicate, who are we to judge based on how that person gets by? You know what I'm saying? And so I want to keep that in mind when you're dealing with human behavior, because like I said, it can spend on a dime just like that, and you don't know how the triggers is. You can go through the antecedents and all that, but are you really recognizing that? Because you're not really, you don't really know the person's behavior or anybody randomly. And two, you just got to anticipate anything can jump off. But some people are just, in their own, caught up in their own vibe that it catches everybody off guard when these things happen. You know what I'm saying? So just food for thought. I was listening to a couple of hip hop albums that dropped this weekend. Well, dropped Friday. Benny the Butcher, Everybody's Can't Go. I like that album. I really do. I think Benny delivered a solid, good album. I gave it a strong 3.5 for Mike album. I just like the vibe of it. A lot of people didn't like Big Timers. I happen to like Big Timers, produced by Hit Boy. So the Braun standout cuts that dropped earlier, one of his singles, Big Dog Still Rocks. The Griselda joint, outrageous. I loved it. So Benny the Butcher's album, Everybody Can't Go. I don't know what happened, folks. This thing's been spooky lately, and so I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, but let's get back to what I was saying about the mental and all that. So we can't judge anyone based on the lack of research that we have on a person, especially a random person. So like I said, keep your head on a swivel, but have some understanding and some compassion and advocacy for more research, because it helps us all, especially in the age of the internet. And another thing is the diet. We have to eat healthier, plant-based, whatever. And we just have to, our choices of dieting have to be better. Long-term health, you know what I mean? Plant-based seems to be a good thing. But back to the albums. Also, Richmond Hill, Master Ace, and Marco Polo, a fantastic album, a true hip hop album. I mean, it had all elements. The song, I don't know the title, with Che Noir, some standout cuts. The Jordan Theory, man, that joint hit deep. I mean, Ace did a fantastic job. Just the whole story and how we caught up in these labels and being poor, about your mama, you're hearing your mama same old thing. We can't afford that. People spending George. Oh man, you got that song, it hits you right there. If you know, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Master Ace, Richmond Hill, Marco Polo. I'm gonna give that a 4.5 Mike album. 4.5 Mike. I give Benny 3.5, 4, strong 4. Can't go wrong. Also 21 Savage, 4.5 Mikes. You can talk about lyrical content, whatever. It's a fantastic album. It's a great album. Anyway, peace. Vanguardian 650.